Our next guest is a talented actor who starred in MTV's Teen Wolf series and films like the Maze Runner trilogy, The Internship, and Deepwater Horizon. He plays Dan Aykroyd in the upcoming film Saturday Night, which is in theaters in New York and LA September 27th and opens nationwide October 11th. Let's take a look.
It's a potent dragon you're riding there, kid. What you smoked was a sacred strain from the Isan Plateau of Thailand, I believe.
The best plateau.
Make no mistake about it, that stick's probably stronger than a bull elephant. But listen, we're all a little freaked out, so why don't you come out and we can check on your face, make sure it's not inside out, okay?
Show us your face, Neil. Show us the face. Show us the face.
No, I'm just kidding. Look, you're gonna be fine. We'll fix you up with some amphetamines. You'll be fit as a flake.
Please welcome to the show, Dylan O'Brien, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is a very exciting film about the 90 minutes leading up to the first SNL, and now you're right down the hall from the real thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
It must be weird.
Yeah.
And you're playing Dan Aykroyd. He's a legend.
Yeah.
But very good Dan Aykroyd in the clip.
Did you think?
I did.
Okay, thanks.
Good young Dan Aykroyd.
Thanks.
Dan Aykroyd was a lovely person, but you guys decided not to talk ahead of it.
No, we both mutually decided to not speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has spoken about you.
He has.
Yeah.
What have you heard?
Well, I heard that he was happy for you.
Yeah. Yep.
How did he say it?
He said at the Ghostbusters premiere, he was asked about my casting, and he's like, well, I'm just glad the young actors got work.
Yeah.
Which I loved. If anything, it made me feel really, like, connected to him as far as, you know, our inner souls.
I want to say, I think it really speaks to the sweetness and, like, down to the studs, Dan Aykroyd is genuinely just happy people are working.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just really, like, resonated with that response. Like,
It's, you also,
what is that?
I think you might like, this is your IMDb biography.
Okay.
And I know there's a lot of rumors online, but there's I don't even know if we can get it on the camera. There's we have a overview, a mini bio, and then trademarks. And for trademarks, it just says goofy personality.
It's a mark of a trade.
Like nothing else.
Yeah.
But that's
literally
the mark.
nothing else.
Nothing else. Just yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's isolated down
Yeah.
there.
Do you feel like that's a fair bounce on you?
Yeah, I feel seen by that. Yeah. Can't like two faults. I am goofy, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
You are
Got
from
nothing.
out here. You're from out New Jersey.
Yeah.
Mets fan. You were wearing a Mets
Yep.
t-shirt when I came in.
Yep.
Very exciting. We have a lot of Mets fans here. Almost the entire
That's great.
crew.
Nice.
Yep,
Let's go.
big
Let's
Mets
go.
fan. You got to throw out the first pitch.
I did.
When was that?
2017, I believe.
Okay. And how did it go?
It was good, I think. I was like, the mound's really slippery.
Okay. Do you feel like this is a complaint the regular pitchers have too?
Yeah, DeGrom.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't. I can't get my extension. Yeah. No, so I would just. I'm being serious too. I would literally, if I did it again, I'd wear spikes because I couldn't fully rip it.
Now, this is really interesting because I would say, based on what you learned, like the better move is like because a lot of people throw it from the front of the mound.
Yeah.
But
can't
you
do
weren't
that.
willing. But see, I think I agree with you. That's a bad look.
Yeah.
I think a worse look is an actor who shows up wearing
In
spikes.
Yeah, well, when I hear you say it, you're right.
But you know what? That is your trademark goofy personality.
Goofy guy. He's the goofy guy.
I've heard that you are someone, obviously, we live in a time of peak TV. And a lot of people can't figure out, like, what to do with their time.
Where's it going?
Where are they going to watch? You know, how do you catch up on all the shows? But you're not somebody who's watching the latest and greatest thing on TV. What are you currently watching?
There's a lot of good television.
There's a lot of good television coming out right now.
You could say we're in like a heyday of like quality television.
And a lot of times you want to watch those shows so you can talk with your friends about the last episode.
Nope, not me. Don't care.
What are you watching?
Currently?
Yeah.
Well, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. The most recent thing that I've been watching is I think I'm on like episode 7 or 8, season 1 of Seventh Heaven.
Sure. 1996, right?
Yeah.
Mid 90s.
Yes. Yeah. Very good.
Jessica Biel's first show.
Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of like
Have you checked it out?
Christianity forward.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like progressive Christianity.
It's like a progressive.
Yeah.
And so, like, how does somebody in like the present, like, find their way to start watching that? Because it feels like you'd have to look for it. It's not like all of a sudden like, that tile pops up while you're streaming. You know.
Yeah. I came to it more naturally than you would think.
Okay.
I think. You know, it just was I made a joke about it in a conversation. I was like, it's like Seventh Heaven. Oh my God. And,
Obviously, you're not getting the messaging from Seventh Heaven.
Eric Camden's words of wisdom aren't working on me.
No.
That's the lead.
Yeah. If you're wondering.
Dad character.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're wondering why
Yeah.
the reference didn't work, it's because it's from '96.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're coming up on 20 years. I'm getting
you're-
ahead of
you're gonna be
the 30 years. I'm getting ahead of the 30-year reunion.
So when there's a big celebration for the 30th,
I could be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. As their biggest fan.
So wait, how did you
crazy.
made a joke about it?
I made a joke about it, and yeah, my girlfriend didn't know what it was, and then we watched the pilot, and it's just we've been in. It's
Wow.
good.
You're
It's
enjoying it.
really good.
You'd recommend it?
Absolutely. I don't know what you're into, but again, there's a lot of great television going on right now. You know, and I'm reaching back.
Obviously, actors for all the parts they get, there's many more they don't.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot.
You auditioned for Frozen 2.
Oh yeah,
Didn't get it, obviously. I think we all know now. But
yeah.
did you go in with high hopes?
Hopes. Like, like no,
Okay.
because
Well, yeah. Was there something? Do you think?
I knew that I probably wasn't going to get it.
Okay. Based on
So it's a musical.
famously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, you know, they're looking for sort of multi-talented, you know, multi-hyphenate
Yeah.
people who can act and sing.
Yeah. I would
And-
think those are like two boxes. you
Like,
have
I
to
gotta check them.
Yeah.
Gotta check them. And I didn't check. Well, to be honest, probably either. But you like, I got him.
You got him. Yeah.
This is big. You know, I sang across a desk to the casting associate,
Okay.
and I just like, you know I can't sing.
You knew going in.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
But I just wanted to do it because
Yeah.
sometimes it's just good for. I don't always feel like a real actor,
Right.
like, because I'm not.
You are.
This is great.
You are, but so you knew you couldn't sing.
Yeah.
How far into do you think the casting associate knew?
Oh, this poor woman. Like, you know, I remember actually, this is a specific detail. She asked me, like, painfully, if I could get to the chorus because she needed to see if I had a certain range. And I was kind of just swimming in the, you know, first verse a little bit, you know? And then I was like, okay. And she's like, can you, like, reluctantly, she was like, I do need to hear more.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, okay. And then I went higher, and it was really bad. And she, you know, she said, like, I knew, she knew, it's okay.
Did she know you knew?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a
'cause
great
that
question.
Would be the
I
real,
have no
if
idea.
you had said to her, like, by the way, I also
know. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. I think so because when she said to me, okay, she said 2 okays. I'll never forget it. And then she said, thank you for coming in. I think we'd probably need a bit of a stronger singer. And I was already just nodding, going, yeah, I know. They honestly just, I was like, thanks for having me.
So in the end, maybe like a nice moment.
I honestly only remember it fondly. And then I'm glad that that's what they chose for you to ask
Talk
me
about now. Yeah. We wanted you to have closure. Don't you see?
Yeah,
Don't you
yeah.
see, Dylan? You
No,
finally have closure.
It's made me comfortable, actually. I'm serious.
I can't remember a movie, you know, and I mean this
That I've done?
sincerely. Not one. No, that Saturday night. I feel like so many people are looking forward to it. It's so exciting that you're part of it. And
Yeah,
we're so happy to have you here. Thank you so much, Dylan.
Thanks, dude. Enjoy talking to you.
Thanks. Dylan O'Brien, everybody. Saturday night opens in New York and LA, September 27th. In theaters nationwide, October 11th. We'll be right back.